And Stephen, I just wanted to ask you, do you have any messages that you really want to share with listeners? We have about 3 minutes, but, is there anything that you really want to share with listeners so that they can take away and they can begin to make the changes in their own lives?
Yeah, I would have to say the most important thing that in regards to their practice, most of your listeners, I assume, already have a practice, is never give your accountability up to another person. I don't care if you've marched through Tibet and you're at 17,000 feet. There's some ancient old abbot there that, is running a monastery, and he supposedly, speaks with the angels. Do not give up your accountability or your responsibility for your own practice. I see too much of that. People getting caught up in emotionalism. It's like spirituality now has become a network or an MLM, a multi-level marketing scheme. Everybody gets all this emotionalism or caught up in a movement or caught up in a teacher because your attention that you give yourself, that you give to them, it's that piece that you need to get to where you want to go. That's the most important thing. If I could find it, one generation away from white trash, an addict, smoking crack, an abusive person, if I can find it in a 9x6 cell by myself with no gurus, then anybody can.
Wow, very, very profound words. I'll be honest with you, Stephen. As you were saying those words, I just literally got the tingles all through my body. And if any of my listeners are aware, you'll know that what that means. It means it's confirmation. That was a very profound message, so I want to thank you for that.
Well, you're welcome. And to your listeners, it's all about you. At the end of the day, it's all about you.
Yes, and it's also about you owning your own power, owning your own journey. Isn't that right?
Yes, ma'am. You nailed it.
And Stephen, before we go, what about your blog? You have a blog, I believe, as well, which is really great. I spent some time looking through it the other day, and I was very impressed.
Well, thank you very much. I'm a painful writer. I don't enjoy writing. I'm a public speaker by trade, but I do like the result. But it's painful for me to write.
And how can people find that?
I try to bleed on paper. It's Shen-Life dot. Oh man, you just got me there. If they go to Shen-Life.com or GetShen.com, it's GETSHEN, they can find it. The blog connection is there.
Okay, that sounds good. Thank you so much for being my guest today, Stephen. It's been wonderful to have you on the show, and there is a lot of information that you've shared, and I would encourage our listeners to go back over this show and listen to it more than once. So thank you so much, Stephen. It's been great.
It's been a pleasure. Thank you, Bente, and I look forward to the future.
Okay, thank you.
Bye-bye.